Hi, I'm Carrie Lake, and I'm here in Askøy, Norway, and I'm here today with Turid Becken. And Turid invited me to stay with her upon my arrival in Norway, and this has been a miraculous encounter. I've been here for probably about 5 days, and it's been a beautiful experience, just being able to share together what we've been involved in and to share a bit of our spiritual path with each other. It's definitely been an inspiring thought to do an interview with Turid, because I found out that Turid has been involved in some of the translations of the course material and also a book more recently, David Hoffmeister's book Healing in Mind. So when we were talking a couple of days ago, Turid, you were sharing with me a little bit about how you found A Course in Miracles, how that came into your life. So I thought maybe you could share a little bit about that.
Yes, it is a miracle how I came about the Course in Miracles. I'm reading a lot, and I like to read things that hit my heart, and I can in a way grow, or I don't know, something like that. And one day I was in Bergen, and I was looking for books in the store, and also I was very interested in progress my English. So I still think it's very bad, but it have been a lot better since then. And I found this book that big, and I thought, I felt in a strange way that this was for me. It was written for me, and of course for everyone else. And I brought it with me home, and I read and read and read, and I didn't understand much. But I felt in a strange way that it was very, very important for me. Years later, I forgot all about all this stuff for a while. But something in me was this sentence, "This is a course in miracles." In a way, it had burned. It burned inside of me, and I was longing for more of this strange stuff, and I tried to buy a new book because I didn't know where the old was, and no one had the book in the store. So I thought Google is the thing, and I did that, and then everything came to my screen, and I was happy.
The miracle of Google.
Yes, the miracle of Google, yes, you can say that. And I met David and his teaching. In a way, I'm very, very thankful, because I didn't read that book in Norwegian at the first time, because then I don't think I have dived so deep in the material.
Has it made you really curious about what it said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and I have tried to go behind the words and dive deeper, and not only on the surface of it.
What made you get inspired to do some of the translating? I know that you were involved in the translation of the psychotherapy pamphlet. How did that happen?
It was of the same reason, because I had to go so deep that I started to translate for myself, only for myself. And I met in Sweden, I met Laila Henriksen, and she was involved in this project, translating project. And I don't know what happened, but
Next thing you know, you're translating.
I came across this book of David Hofmeister, Healing in Mind, and I did just the same thing. I sat down and one English page and one Norwegian page for myself, and started to write it in my own language. I have no ambition about this project at all. It's only in personal interest. So
It's a pure intention. It's everything that we give to ourselves. Just I think it's
yes, it's
a perfect illustration of that.
But I'm very, very thankful for what has happened. Don't think that people around me can recognize any change in me. I don't think so. But I can feel it's very strong in me. It have changed me. But I'm not a better person or a more enlightened person or nothing like that. But I feel I have a distant, very different from before, because then I was, I could be very angry, and I can be that still, but in another way. It's not so serious, not so deep. So it has been very, very helpful for me, the whole project, or what to call it.
Yeah, I think it's so beautiful because it seems like time passes, and sometimes if we've been, working on the ideas and practicing it for a long time, it seems like the contrast experience isn't there. We don't always know how much the healing has helped or how much of it we've really done, sometimes until we're in an extreme situation. But yeah, I think I can really feel what you're saying. It's like you can feel that those changes are there, and it might be that we're the only one who notices it, but sometimes we don't really know how profound it's been. That there's just been so much, that we've saved so much time, and that the healing has been so deep, and yet we just don't know how deep it's been.
But I know it is deep. But I know how deep.
Yeah.
So, and those experiences that the course is talking about, I have had a few of those, and that is behind words. I can't tell you, but that have been a way for me to be sure that this is true. For me, it is true now. It is very, very... I will never go back to the old habits. Never, ever. No. This got better. So
there's nothing to go back to.
No.
It's not a choice anymore. It's just obvious that there is no choice.
No.
That's not desirable, or it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I was thinking that there are people in Norway and around Europe who are just so ready to make contact with people who have seemingly gone ahead in time. In a way, you're kind of a pioneer of the Course in Norway, just because you're doing the translation work, and it hasn't become popular in sort of a mass way as it has in some of the other locations like Sweden. There's a lot of people who are studying the course, so in a way it's relatively newer. So I kind of feel in a sense that you're a pioneer because you're doing some of the translations and you're involved in just making all the ideas available here in Norwegian. And I think that that's inspiring for people. I feel the inspiration while we're just sitting here and listening to you talking about it. And so I think it's going to be like a beacon or like a light. You're shining your light like a lighthouse for other people to come and join. And I think there are people that will want to contact you or who feel like they've been on their own. And
it's fine.
Yeah. So I think that we'll put Turid's email address down at the bottom here, and you can feel free to contact her and ask her questions or just make a connection. And yeah, that's really part of the intention of what we're doing by sharing these videos. And I'm hoping to do many more interviews while I'm here in Europe and just facilitate the coming together and making these really powerful connections with those who are totally ready and who are extending and shining their light. So I feel very blessed to be here and to have had this opportunity to join with you, and for you to be willing to do this interview that we're going to broadcast and put on the internet, and it will be available around the world. So it's exciting. So
it is. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Too. Is there anything else that you felt like you wanted to?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
But you're welcome to contact me.
Okay.
In a
That's
way.
good.
Oh,
It's the invitation.
okay, here we go.
Okay, thank you. Bye.